Hi my salty pecans, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Pamela, and on today's video we are going to do something I have been needing to do for quite a while. Early in, well, I'm not even sure if it was early, I think it was like early mid-September, I went to a plant swap meet and greet hosted by TR, Mia, and Jill, and I was ever so lucky enough to play a game. I won the game, and one of the prizes in the game was this here moss pole. So again, like I said, I have had this since September, and we are now in the month of November, and I am now getting around to using it. The reason I didn't just like throw this into any old plant is because I had a specific plant I wanted to use this for, and I wanted to follow precise, recommendations from TR about how to properly repot your plant using one of his stakes, or just repotting a plant and using a plant stake to add some support and to also help your plant vine more and the foliage to be more larger, more fenestrated, more mature. So yes, a moss pole is also recommended, and the great thing about this is one of the self-watering moss poles. So before we even get into the video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, join this little cookie family because we're pretty awesome here, become a salty pecan. Don't forget to hit the notification bell after you subscribe, and make sure to follow me on my other social media sites and give this video a thumbs up. So we're gonna jump into the intro, and we're gonna come back and get into the repotting. Alright y'all, so welcome back. As mentioned, I have this moss pole. I have not opened it furthermore. I just opened it to let some air out so the moss does not mold in here. I have some soil mix right here. I have a combination of soil. I have some orchid bark, a little bit of eggshell. I have some mosquito bits, some worm casting, a little bit of perlite, a little bit of charcoal, horticultural charcoal. I think that's all. I would add some sand, but I can't seem to find my sand. But I think you need a little bit more aeration and drainage with sand, but it's okay. This soil is a good quality soil that I'm using, so I'm just gonna go ahead and give this a mix. Oh, I think I also added a tiny bit of slow release fertilizer, HauzPlant. So I just made this extra bit of soil to add into the plant what I'm going to do for repotting. I also have some water to water the plant after repotting it. I also have the pot that I'm upgrading my plant into. I have a little bit of this. This is just like construction tape, but it's meshed, so I'm going to use that to seal the bottom so I don't have soil just like falling out every time I water my plant. And we are going to repot this beauty here. This is my Monstera Albo Hannah, and Hannah is beautiful, but Hannah has lost her fenestration, and before Hannah gets preggo and puts out yet another foliage, because she is working on it, I'm going to help her and give her some support and some love with this stake. So I know I'm going to have to upgrade the stake very soon. As you can see, this is the top of the stake, and the next node is right here, so it would be close to here. But anyways, TR does have extensions for your moss poles when they, when your plant outgrows the height of the moss pole. TR does have extensions that you can just purchase to add on to your Awesome. The last thing that I do want to mention I have is just some plastic bags so I can just put on the floor for the repotting so I don't create a complete mess on my floor. You know what? Instead of using my own plastic, I'm gonna use this. So when you want to just water your moss pole, you put the water in here, and it has a little end cap, so it does not, you know, seep into the bottom. It thoroughly waters your plant or your pole. So I'm going to fix you all up properly so you can then see this repotting. Okay, so this is the moss pole beauty here. And she has my birthday crown. We'll take that out. I'm gonna lay her on the side, and I say her because I have chosen to gender Hannah. This plant has been inside of this pot since, gosh, I got it since 2020. And I know it's definitely root bound. Well, not root bound, but really well rooted. Ooh, look at these roots, baby. Look at these roots, baby. Look at the 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 roots, baby. Alright, alright, alright. I am going to reuse all of this soil because it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But I'm going to remove some of the husk from other plants that's on here. Okay, grab this. First thing first is get my tape. Alright, first thing first, I'm going to put some of this old soil at the bottom. I'm going to grab some of the new soil, put it at the bottom, give it a little mix. Mix it up. Combine them. And I'm going to add this here. Well, I'm gonna loosen the roots a little bit. I usually don't care to loosen the roots because the plant itself is just going to unwind and, you know, continue to root, you know, to continue to search for more space for the soil. This was an aerial root that I decided to just stick right inside of the soil, and I'm happy I did that because it helped stabilize this plant a bit more. I'm going to now also grab the moss pole, and I'm gonna try to get it as flush onto the plant as I can. And I'm now going to add some of the new soil, mix with the old soil. I think I want a bit more perlite in this. This is like the perfect size for this plant. Let me grab my twine. So for video purposes, I am going to be using these floral wires. After this video, I am going to find my actual just ties. I have a roll, well, a few rolls of the little twist ties that are safer and more gentle on your plant. That's green, but I can't seem to find it. It's somewhere within the plant supplies and I can't find it at all. So just for video purposes, I'm going to be using these floral wires. You can also use the mesh tapes that they have. There's a huge variety of different sort of tapes that you can use to adhere your plant onto the moss pole. But again, just for today's video purpose, I am going to be using these floral wires, and I just don't want to use it because they're a little just too hard on here. But again, just for video purposes, I'm going to be using this. But normally, I would recommend you use something softer that's a bit more gentle on your plant. So I'm gonna try and stick this in here, and we'll see. Okay, I hope y'all can see me better. I'm gonna take this stem or this plant and I'm gonna wrap it like as taut into here as I possibly can. And I'm just gonna gently just tie this plant onto this moss pole. That's how I do it. I'm gonna grab another piece of wire. taking that root in here. Cheating, it's okay. Don't tell nobody. And I'm gonna cut one more piece for the top one. Ta-da! That is it. I have gone ahead and safely transplanted, repotted this Monstera Albo. And I'm gonna give the plant itself a good watering. Watered it throughout, and that is it. All right, my salty pecans, so that is the end of this video. I have gone ahead and fully watered this plant. It is now completely staked, and when you want to water your moss pole, all you have to do is fill whatever container you're going to use. You're going to pour it into the little vessel, the hole in here, like so, and it's just gonna do its thing. This moss pole is going to, you know, moisten itself up and keep itself hydrated for the roots of your plant. Whatever plant you choose to stake up, this moss pole is so perfect. So I'm really happy to have this here in my home. I'm also going to leave this plant on the floor and add something else in its space because it's grown so much in 1 year. I cannot believe it. And it's getting ready to push out a whole new foliage. It looks variegated. Let's hope it's fenestrated. So thank you so much, my salty pecans, for watching this video. If you liked it, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up and sharing. Subscribe if you aren't already. Join this little cookie family because they're pretty awesome here. Become a salty pecan. And don't forget to hit the notification bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. Make sure you are following me on my other social media platforms at HauzPlant, HauzPlant. And I will see you on the next one. Let's get growing. And again, all the info for this plant, I will leave it, not plant, for the moss pole, I will leave it down below. And I'll see you on the next one. Let's get going. Bye.